Now, y'all help me make this make sense. Last year, I saw Obama chastise black men saying, y'all not supporting this Indian woman. Remember Kamala, who wasn't black, is not black. Is not. Okay? She's Hindu. She's Indian. But I watched Obama sit there and chastise black men saying, y'all don't want to support this woman. But at the same time, turn around, go to Virginia and campaign against a real natural black woman. Y'all, listen, this let me know one thing. This ain't got nothing to do with color. Mm-hmm. This ain't got nothing to do with color. It's either God's side or Satan's side. God's side or Satan's side. Nothing to do with color.
And she's absolutely right. And I've been saying it on this channel for a long time. Your race, the amount of melanin you have or your color doesn't make you my people. It's about your ideology. Yes, last year, Barack Obama came down off his high horse, off his perch, to go and talk to the quote unquote brothers and say, y'all got to get behind this black woman. Y'all got to get behind this black woman. Today, out in Virginia, there is a gubernatorial race going on right now between Abigail Spanberger and current Lieutenant Governor Winsome Sears, a black woman. Now, I'm not saying that you should just support Winsome Sears because she's a black woman. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you should support her because her policy and her agenda is more in line with the word of God. Her policy and agenda actually makes sense for all people. But this right here just goes to show you that this ain't about color anymore. It's really never been about color. This is about who's going to push the communist, Marxist, socialist agenda. Who's going to push the agenda that is extremely radical, far left progressive, and completely demonic, and a full-on detriment to society here in America. That's what this is about. I got a couple additional videos to share with you guys because not only did Barack Obama go out there and support the Democratic nominee out there in Virginia, the NAACP got behind said individual as well. That right there in itself, ladies and gentlemen, is letting you know everything that you need to know. Hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep going.
So the NAACP is endorsing the liberal white woman in Virginia over the conservative Christian faith-filled black woman in Virginia for candidate. The NAACP needs to be disbanded. This is an organization that I have no respect for, that at one time did so much for the African American experience in this country, has now become a laughingstock and a joke, has become an organization with no morals, no values, and doesn't represent the civil rights movement that were led by mostly a lot of Christian ministers. It has become a Marxist organization that endorses transgenderism, that destroys the black community, that endorses everything demonic and evil about that's toxic about the black community. You have a woman, they would endorse a white woman, a liberal white woman, over a black woman just because she has an R in front of her name and not a D in front of her name. If they were really about black people, they would endorse candidates based off policies. They would sit down and interview candidates and see what they have to offer the black community. But the NAACP has become an arm of the Democratic Party. They're not a real organization that makes any change. They're not helping homeless black people. They're not helping struggling black people. They are a joke as an organization. They've been a joke for a very, very, very long time. They've done nothing since the civil rights movement for black people. And they're trying to hold on to relevance by endorsing like anybody actually still cares about the NAACP.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. The NAACP is a shell of itself. But to be honest with you, man, the NAACP has always been a net negative for Black America. To be honest with you, let's just keep it a buck. They're a net negative for America, period. They've been infiltrated by the communists a long time ago. They've been infiltrated a long time ago. And if you look at the NAACP's agenda, It's in lockstep with the Democrats' agenda. The NAACP is pro-alphabet community, pro-gender affirming care, pro, the trans movement, so forth and so on. They've kicked the curb, the issues. They've kicked the issues to the curb of Black folks a long time ago. And to be honest with you, they're not needed anymore. Honestly, I could honestly say that they probably were never needed, to be honest with you. But this right here is just showcasing, how unimportant they are in today's society. Seriously, no one's paying those people any attention, but we had to talk about it because, this is pretty bad.
Nothing says NAACP and pro-Black America like endorsing the whitest candidate. Forget about the last name. We all know what the last name is, but nothing represents Black people more than endorsing a white candidate over a Black candidate. Because like the famous quote from Joe Biden, if you ain't voting Democrat, you ain't Black. Remember that. The joke writes itself, bro. It writes itself.
He's absolutely right. And the thing is that when are Black folks going to wake up? When are y'all going to wake up and realize that the Democrat Party, they don't care for you? They brought your replacement here. They have zero interest in supporting anything. And to be honest with you, I know there's going to be somebody to say, well, Republicans aren't there to help either. No one's coming to save you. No one is coming to save you. You better put your faith in God and start living in lockstep with his divine order. If you think change is going to happen, if you think that your life or your plight in this country is going to improve, I just want to showcase this to let y'all know that, hey, the NAACP, the Urban League, and so many of these other groups out there, the Congressional Black Caucus, all of these groups out there that quote unquote, say that they're here for the betterment of Black folks in America. I just wanted to showcase this to let you know that ain't it. They don't care. That's never been the case. And this is just another smack in the face. You know what I'm saying? For Black folks out there, I need people to wake the heck up. Seriously. Here goes Winsome Sears and her thoughts on Barack Obama supporting Spanberger.
Your opponent, Ms. Spanberger, has just recently received the endorsement from former President Obama. President Trump has yet to endorse, you.
So let me just say, first of all, this is my shocked face that she has been endorsed by the President Obama. He's a Democrat. I mean, what else did you expect? The question is, did he endorse Jay Jones?
You tell him, girl.
That's the question. And the question is, did he, President Obama, ask Abigail Spanberger why she has not withdrawn her endorsement of Jay Jones, who advocated for the murder of his political opponent and the murder of his two children who are 2 and 5 years old.
Shout out to Winsome Sears, current Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, who's standing on real principles and an agenda that is not only going to move Virginia forward, but could also potentially set some precedents, in other states around the country. Right now, she is leading in the race, but she's only leading right now by, I believe, 14,000 votes. Anything could go wrong, but that lets you know why they're pulling out the big guns. Barack Obama was down there supporting Spanberger. You had the NAACP. They put the muscle or their might behind Spanberger. That lets you know everything that you need to know about these people and where they feel like this race is going. So much so that they had to call out the big guns to go down there and campaign for this lady who doesn't know what a woman is and who will not write a bill that keeps young men or men in general out of women's restrooms, out of women's sports or female sports out there in the state of Virginia. This lady is as far left progressive as they come. And I need folks to wake up and realize that these people do not have your best interests at heart. But I want to hear from you in the comment section. What are your thoughts? Hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hey, if you'd like to support the channel financially, join the ARP family, or you can buy your brother a coffee. That link's in the description box below. And join us Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for ARP in the morning. And as always, keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.
Vibes so raw, can't hide the truth. Words so sharp.